Hey William, this is Christina. I spoke with you earlier on the phone about how to get your company above your competition. And one of the things we talked about was the fact that you didn't have a website. So I just kind of wanted to show you what the benefits of having a website are. Everything that I go over this video are things that you can use yourself to, to work on yourself, and you can use these tools that I'm going to give you. All I ask is that if you wouldn't mind just giving me some feedback at the end of it, just to let me know, because I like to try to send out a lot of these videos, and I just want to make sure that I'm not wasting anybody's time, and if there's any feedback on how to make them better, I would be really interested in that. So jumping right into it, we're going to talk about three things: content, citations, and backlinks. And the first thing that I want to talk about is the average website. If you're going to build one, obviously you want to have an online presence. You know that people are going to be searching for businesses online, but then also to make sure that you kind of come across as a valid business just by having a digital business card, because a lot of people refer back to the internet since it's in our hands, and so it's easily accessible. So just to show you, right now people are searching for Pensacola Lawn Care 320 times a month. So those are 320 potential customers that you miss out on a month just by not being on the first page of Google and not having a website even on the internet. So in order to get yourself ranked on the first page, the content is going to be the most important thing. And the average website needs 1,000 to 1,500 words in order to be optimized with Google. And I just want to show you number one, competitors. If you come down here to what we call the organic listing, you have lawnstarter.com. They're obviously a national company. They have a lot of locations when you come down here all over the United States. But if you look at how much content they have, I went ahead and copied and pasted it over here into a word counter, and they have over 3,500 words. So if you don't have that 1,000 to 1,500 words, there's no way that you could possibly even begin to compete with them. I would probably start out, if I was going to build a website in your area, I would start out with 4,000 words on the homepage alone, just to make sure that I could beat them out on content, because that is the most important part. Content is king in Google's eyes. And they have a lot of content, and this is actually even on a back page. So imagine if you had that on your homepage, how much business that could bring you. And a lot of it has to do with, a lot of their words I see here are reviews, but it still breaks down a lot of content, and then it also makes sure that it's got keywords built in here. So the keyword Pensacola Lawn Care needs to be in your content if you want Google to understand that it needs to point back to your website. The next thing that I want to talk about is the next visible section on a Google search. So when somebody searches for a service, of course you have your organic listings down here, but a lot of people don't go past this section called the Google Map Pack. And what you'll want to do is you'll want to sign up for a Google My Business. It's completely free, and this is how you can get listed here. And if you notice, Lawn Starter is not in the top 3 here. So you could be in the top 3 here without being in the top 10 down here. And the way you do that is by getting citations. What a citation is when you submit your information exactly like it is in your Google My Business. So your business name, address, and phone number into different directories like Yellow Pages, Yelp, Thumbtack, any kind of directory where it's going to have your information listed, that's going to count as a citation. So even Facebook counts as a citation. And you want to beat them with the number of citations that they have, not by a little bit, by a lot. And I'll show you what that looks like. So this is a tool you can use called whitespark.ca. It costs about $30 to $70 a month, depending on what plan you choose. And what it does is it finds the citations that you're listed for. And currently, when I looked up your name and phone number, you're already listed for 12 citations. So you've already started this process, but you can't show up on the Google Map Pack if you don't have a Google My Business. So you need to create that. And like I said, that's totally free. It really doesn't even take that much time to do a Google My Business. But if you look here, your number one competitors are Manicured Lawns and Garden on the Map Pack. And they only have 13 citations. Now what you'll want to do is, like I said, you don't want to do it by a little bit. I would at least double the amount of citations they have. So I'd go after 25 to start with, and then eventually I'd go after 50 to 100 citations to make sure that even if they catch on and they start to add citations and get listed more places, that you're going to be beating them by so much it's going to be really hard for them to catch up. Or if you see them start to catch up, you can stay ahead of the race just by adding more citations yourself, and they won't be able to catch up because it takes some time for these tools to locate these citations. So the cool thing about this tool, though, is you can see where are they listed, where are you listed, and anything that they have, if it works for them, it'll work for you. So go get listed in those same places. The last thing I want to talk about are backlinks. And what a backlink is we call it link juice, and it simply works like site A points to site B. Site A is the link juice that gives Site B more authority in Google's eyes, like a popularity contest. You can have more sites coming in, but there's a little more to it than that. Link juice is more effective if you have a relative site linking back to you. For example, a blog post about lawn care is going to bring you a lot more authority than a blog post about pizza because you don't sling pizzas for a living. So this is in reference to the organic spot. And another tool I'm going to show you is called Ahrefs, ahrefs.com. This one's a little more expensive, about $100 to $120 a month, but it really gives a good breakdown of what your website's doing along with your competitors so that you can see, same kind of method as the Whitespark. You can go see where are they getting listed and then go after those same backlinks, because if it works for them, it'll work for you. Now this is actually a back page because, like we said, this is a national company, so they would be really easy to beat out if somebody would just take the time to do these steps that I'm explaining to you. And you'll see here that they only have 10 referring domains with 63 backlinks. Now they have a lot of power coming from their national site, but again, if you had the content there and you beat them out in the number of backlinks, you would be able to beat them on that first page. And then, like I said, 320 potential customers a month. Pretty sure that would keep you busy. You probably wouldn't be able to get even more than that. And that's just one keyword. Imagine if you went after 10 different keywords. So in closing, we talked about content. You definitely want to get a website built, and then you'll want to have at least 1,000 to 1,500 words. But because your competitors are doing so well on Starter and they have 3,500, I would go after 4,000 words to beat them out if I was going to build a site in your area. Citations, getting listed in those different directories, and sign up for Google My Business. We have customers that are getting enough traffic off their Google My Business alone that their website that's not bringing them traffic yet while they're waiting for that SEO to kick in, it's already keeping them full-time just with their Google My Business, and it's free. And then Link Juice, making sure you're getting listed, your website listed on those different pages, and making sure that you have those pages pointing back to you with those backlinks. If you have any questions, I'd love to answer any of them at 816-323-4100. Again, my name's Christina. I'm with KC Phoenix SEO. Again, you can use all these tips yourself, but if this is something that you think you don't have time for or you want some help with, give me a call. I'd love to help you out. Thanks for watching my video.